Yeah, that's the game, Call of the Wild, the Hunter Call of the Wild. Just been having a little muck around with it today. Oh my god, today's session was diabolical. Um, it's a really good game. I enjoy playing it, but my shooting is really bad. Um, I'm on Xbox One, and every time I try to hold my breath to take a shot, the hold of breath don't work on mine. Um, Even it does, it holds for like a fraction of a second, and that's it. Um, I got my Xbox One and the controller from Cash Converter about a month ago. I don't know, it's a controller that's probably screwed up, but I can't seem to hold my breath for more than a second when I'm trying to like take a shot, any kind of animal. Earlier on, before I went out, I was playing. I think it's a Spanish map. I can't remember, to be honest. Yeah. Let me see if I can find the one I was doing. Cultura Colinas, that one, if that's pronounced right. Culturo Colinas. I was playing that one. I'm using the wild boar um, attraction thing, and a bunch of wild boar came to me, and I was trying to take a shot, and my scope was going here, there, and everywhere, completely crazy. And I couldn't hold my breath whatsoever. When I did manage to hold it, it held for about a second. And as I took the shot, my scope went up, and I missed the ball, and it scattered all the rest. So I went chasing after them. Every time I tried to take a pot shot, I couldn't hold my breath. So I don't know my controls inaccurate or what, kind of thing. No, controllers are limited to the amount of things you can do on them, not like the PC version of the game. The PC, you can use your keyboard and, bind your keys and mess around with the settings and stuff like that. But I've actually got the Xbox version, which I've actually paid for all the DLCs and everything now. I've even paid for the two versions of the 2019 and 2017 disc of the Call of World game on Xbox One. I originally downloaded the Call of the Wild through a key which I redeemed on Xbox Live, and I thought 2017 or 2019 would give me extra DLCs. Well, 2019 does have some DLCs, but I'd already had them. But I didn't know that. And the thing was, I uninstalled the game thinking that I'd need to, which I didn't have to eventually, but I did. And when it installed 6 hours plus later, I noticed I only had one extra DLC which I hadn't paid for. So was that worth waiting 7 hours to just see what DLCs I have or haven't got? No, not really. Mine's on game, like Now Game or Game Now or whatever it's bloody called. Which when I click on download, it goes through the actual main screen where I can download the DLCs. I've actually got all the DLCs now, actually. So if anything happened to my Xbox and I had to install it, the thing is, because I've got it on the redeem key through the 6 months game, I don't think I'll be able to use the discs, because when I installed the disc, it still keeps coming on as if it's been downloaded and installed through the game, which I don't understand. But anyway, the game's working okay, kind of. there are a few things that I'd like to see done to the game, and maybe a few extra added. I heard that they might be working on an Australian map, which will be cool. Just like they had like alligators and crocodiles and koala bears and kangaroos and stuff like that, because that'd be fun going hunting those. The breath, holding your breath, as I don't know, it's my controller, but when I try to hold my breath, it's not holding, and the scope's going everywhere, and I just can't take a proper shot of what I'm aiming at, especially like the smaller ones like the turkey, the rabbit, the hen, whatever. I'm not even getting them. I just had a quick game just now, actually, after coming back from the post office. And I was on it for about half an hour, and I did actually hit a rabbit. I was going to taxidermy it, but when I found out you only get 250 coins credit for killing it, and it's 1,500 to taxidermy it, I thought, no, I'm not going to bother with the rabbits right now. I had like up to like 45,000 coins, but I've had to use them on like coolers and band-aids, the medical kit and tents and other weapons and bullets and God knows what else. Ducks. So on one of the maps, I've actually got 4 locations where I can actually go and do some duck hunting. I think it's Hirschlin or whatever it's bloody called. I don't know why they put these weird, crazy names on. I don't even know where it's actually based. I know it's in the heart of Europe. But yeah, I put 2 tents and 2 canopy kind of things for duck hunting. If I knew the tents had the features like they have, then I would have bought more tents than the actual canopy, because like the canopy, like little hut material covering. It doesn't show you like what you got in the tent. You can't go into the system. You can't go into like buy stuff. You can't go into your storage. But with the tent, you can, which I do like. That way, you ain't got to like hunt around. If you're carrying a backpack. That's another thing. When carrying a backpack, I think that actually slows you down. Now, with the console I'm using, the actual speed of the character is really slow as it is. I think they need to up the speed of the running a little bit more. At least another 20-25%. I know people turn around and say, we ain't supposed to be running around, you're supposed to be like, creeping around. Well, you're trying to get from point A to point B quicker. And you don't want to spook all the animals around, not use your quad bike. But they set to actually up the actual running speed to double or even triple. That'd even be better, because you're not making so much noise running through the woods than you would be using a quad bike. So I'd like to see that upped a bit. The bullets, you're only getting 10 rounds for whatever you're paying for, and that's eating away your credit. So I'd like to see them up that to 20, double it at least. Because it depends on what weapon you're using, and even some of the weapons are bloody expensive on there. I'm not sure the weapon names, but one of them's about 80,000 credits. 80,000 credits, and then like the bullets are like 1,000 credits each. So that's kind of expensive. I've not seen too many animals either. I don't know if they've lowered the animals or if they like put more on but reduced the main ones. I don't know, but I'm running around this map, Hirschfeld or whatever it's bloody called, and I'm not seeing hardly any. It's only when I'm doing a little bit of duck hunting and I'm using the duck call. That's when I start attracting some of the animals, like the moose and the bear and one of the deers, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, trying to take pot shots at them, it's kind of ridiculous because, like, my scope is going everywhere, you know, kind of thing. I reckon out of every 10 animals I see, I might be lucky enough to kill 2 or 3. That's how bad it is. So I'm not making a lot of credits. You know, I'm not scoring a lot of hits. Someone say, well, like, you know, there's a map where you can go and practice. Well, there is a map where you can practice your bows. And I did do a bit of practicing on that one, and it wasn't too bad. But when you're using a rifle and a scope, my scope is just going all over the place. You know, I just can't hold my breath, as Aqua Chica would say. Hold your breath. And that's another YouTuber who does milk detecting and cave dwelling, you know, cave explanations and stuff like that. Snorkel diving while he's milk detecting in the rivers. And usually when he goes under, he goes, hold your breath. Well, I wish I could hold my breath on the bloody console because it just ain't holding my breath. You know, when the animal's running past, I've got to take a rough estimate of actually hitting that animal. So if it is that, then fair enough. But you know, even when you're able to hold your breath, which I have been able to do maybe a couple of times, it only lasts about 2 seconds. It would be nice if they'd done it up to about 5 seconds. So up the hold the breath bit. Each kill, I wish they would up the kill rate a little bit. I know when you kill different animals, you know, you get different credits. Like if you had like 4 different ratings of deer, you know, sometimes, you know, they depend on the weight and the deer itself, you know, you get more credit on one than you would on the other one. But I wish they chucked up the credit a little bit more, or lowered the prices down on, like, you know, the guns and that ammunition, because, like, you know, that's where your money's burning through, your guns and ammo. It's taken me like ages to find, you know, animals to shoot and kill just to get credit to buy some more bloody bullets, you know, kind of thing, or even pay for, you know, sleep. So when it's dark, you know, go back to the nearest cabin and, you know, put the time back to early morning. And that costs you like between 200 and 500. Why they don't keep it the same price, you know, I don't know. And when you're running around, you find those little planks of woods, you know, different maps, different prices, you know, 1,700, 2,100. I think I saw one at 500, no, 5,000. So, like, you know, I wish they kept them all at the same price. There was a lot, you know, I could talk about, like, you know, that I ain't going to though, but when you're running around, you can see like gaps in like, you know, the map as well. You can see like little blue streaks where they've not pulled down the map to like join them properly, because there's been a few maps like the one I'm on, Hershey London, or whatever bloody hell it's called. I think Leighton Lake, and I think Yukon, the old Yukon Valley, and Silver Ridge. Running around, you can see like little gaps in the distance. You know, when you're taking out your binoculars, you can see like little blue gaps where they've not pulled the map to completely, you know, because it's layers, isn't it? And the layers ain't, you know, joined properly. So hopefully they're going to be doing that. I would like to see, you know, 1 or 2 more decent weapons come out. Lower the pricing on the weapons and the ammo as well. A few more extra coolers, you know, would be nice. I know with some of the coolers, like I said, like, you know, I've tried, it tends to draw different animals, you know, instead of like the main animal. Like if I'm trying to draw the duck, for instance, yeah, some reason it's just tracked in the fucking moose. Moose comes more to me than the ducks do. Even the bears, you know, they even come more to me than the bears, than the ducks do. And I, you know, when the ducks do turn up, if I am able to like hit one or two of them, yeah, it takes forever, like ages and ages and ages for them to even to come back. And you can be sitting there for about half hour, 45 minutes before the ducks turn up again. So I have to keep like swapping around 4 different locations on one map, trying to get the ducks to come in. And even the ducks don't pay that much, about 300-400. But all in all, it is a pretty good game, but there's a lot of things that needs doing to it still. Instead of bringing out, perks so much, bring out more patches, because there's a lot of stuff that needs being done on there. I've seen like bears getting tracked and running around in circles on like those little wooden suspension bridges. There's even 2 buffalo on Silver Ridge, I think it was. I shot them and they didn't go down, and they both right next to each other. Looks like they were standing and clapping hands to each other, kind of thing. I mean, it was quite funny, 2 buffalo just kind of like jumping and like hitting hooves with each other. And I shot them about a dozen times, close range. I went up to them and popped them in the head with bullets and arrows, and they were just glitched out. So there's a lot of glitching with animals still at the moment. I've seen like one animal where I took a pot shot. It looked like he jumped from one man into another man, and kind of thing. It's quite funny. Thinking, well, I know it's still a game in production, but they've got a lot of ironing out to do. Instead of bringing out the perks, which we would still like, do some more patching. No, I was on, I think it was Silver Ridge the other day, and that's where the 2 buffalo were. And like, I had to log off and log back into the game. I think it was actually that happened on the multiplayer. First time I tried the multiplayer out, and I logged out and I went back in, and I thought they would have been dead or something, but nothing there. No tracks, no blood stains, nothing. So if I hadn't logged out, they'd still been sitting there, jumping around, playing pat a cake, baker's pan, or whatever it's called, But I do like some of the maps, but I've not seen many animals, to be honest with you. I think that someone did state on one of their videos, they did lower the animal down. I think they should have kept it up a little bit, because in Leighton Lake, I'm not seeing that many. I'm running around left, right, and crazy, and not seeing much. Medieval Tyenga, not seeing much on there. I don't know, it's because of the location I'm in, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and checking out where people say that they've been. I'm not seeing anything, nothing. Savannah. Now I've killed quite a few on there, but open vast space. I'm not seeing nothing in the open. It's always more in, like the cover, the tree line and stuff. Actually, I'm going to go back on that in a minute, because I know where some lions usually hang out, and some, I think is it springbok. I'm still trying to do the actual storyline, but some reason my storyline isn't going on. It said kill and harvest 2 springbok. I've killed them, and that's it. It's not telling me what to do next. I'm supposed to like give them to this spirit thing, but it's not telling me where this spirit thing is. Oh, so I think my game glitched out. Parakeet Fernando, whatever it's called. I don't think I've been on that map yet. I'm not sure. Yukon Valley, that ain't too bad. I've done quite a bit of the storyline on that. I'm still trying to get me. Well, actually, I think I've got me 3 wolves it told me to get, but now I've got to get. I think was it jackals or something on there. And I've only got 1. I'm trying to find them buggers like trying to find a needle in a haystack, kind of thing. Cultural Colonists. I think I've played that a couple of times, but I've mainly been on Silver Ridge most of the time, actually. I do like that map. Lake Leighton and that Hirshenfeld, or whatever it's bloody called. I've only just started playing on that one. The Medved Tayanga, I've been about half a dozen times, but I'm not finding anything on there. I've probably found about half a dozen animals within like about a 20-hour play, and that's it. Like Savannah, I am finding animals, but not that many. Yukon Valley, again, not finding that many. I don't know if it's because, like, different games do different time zones on, different animals. I don't know. Or, you could be in the right time zone, but in the wrong location. I just don't know, to be honest with you. But I like to see the animal, population increased a little bit. I like to see some of the actual other animals being inserted in other maps, like, the mountain lion, jackal. But you can't really put them in, like maps if they're not supposed to be in like those particular areas. Like, you might get a mountain lion, but you ain't going to get an African lion in, like, Canada, are you, really? But if they could actually increase the animal wildlife a little bit more, it'd be cool. Some people might like it as it is, but I know, there will be people, who's doing videos saying, I'd like to see more. I know there's been people playing, for years and years and years, and they know exactly where to go and, what animals to track down and, what score level they're going to get. I've only been doing it for 2 months, if that. And, all I'm having difficulty is trying to hold my breath, taking a pot shot. I'm still not finding that many animals to shoot and kill, so I can, like, build up my score level. I'm only on level 26. Some people say, well, that's good for a couple of months, but, I can't unlock a lot of the stuff. Like, I'm trying to get the moose horn, but I'm on level 26, and it says I can't unlock it until I'm on level 35. So that's going to take like another month before I can even unlock it. But I like to see, a couple more maps come out. Like the African one, people have been saying that they're supposed to be doing, not African, Australian one. I like to see that one come out. I like to see, like, the old kangaroo and maybe koala bear, mountain lion. I think they have mountain lions, don't they? Crocodiles and alligators, that'd be quite cool to see. I don't know what animals are in Africa, in Australia, but I like to see, a good dozen or so in there. I think you only get like 10 animals on each map. I like to see them, like increased to about 15 different animals if possible. So anyway, I'm going to go. That's my thoughts about the game. Score rating, if I do score the game, I do enjoy it. I do love playing. I've been on it, up to 7-8 hours a day, to be honest with you. So, I am enjoying it. I'm not a hunter in real life, and I know there are real hunters out there in real life that play this game, and they said that they learn from the game as well as, like, learning that in the wilderness, in, true life wilderness. I wouldn't like to see any animals being hurt and, like, slaughtered, but, it's part of life, I suppose. So, when you're going around shooting, an animated object on the screen, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But when you're out in the wilderness, for real life, and, you're trying to survive, like in Alaska and Canada, and you're out in the wilderness on your own, then I can understand, you've got to hunt and survive that way, but you only need to hunt, survive, and take what you need. Go over the top and make animals, kind of extincted. But, I am enjoying the game. I'm kind of enjoying it more than DayZ Standalone or DayZ Arma 2 mod. And I used to play Arma 2 quite a lot, to be honest with you. Oh, another couple of features I'd like to see talking about those games. Arma 2, DayZ and Standalone, you've got the character who can actually go around chopping down trees and making a fire. I'd like to see that somehow implemented into the game where a guy can go around, you know, get an axe from his inventory, chop down a tree, make a fire, and be able to cook some of the meat that he's actually, like, instead of selling it and getting credit, you'll have the option to say, right, you know, sell or, you know, cut up and cook more proper of a survival, not just running around shooting animals just for the sake of shooting them. But that's what I like to see, you know, a game like that. No, DayZ, you know, you can go around and make a fire, you can shoot animals, you can, like, gut them and cook them. You know, if they were to implement it, I can't even say that, if they were to add some kind of feature like that in the game, it'd be like a hell of a lot even better, a lot better. More of a proper survival game then. Right, anyway, I'm off. Catch you later, guys. Oh, so, well, by the way, sorry I've not been able to do any live streaming. I just don't know how to live stream for the Xbox. I did watch a video where someone told on their video that you can download an application through the Xbox apps section. When I went looking for it, there wasn't no file name under that. So if anyone knows how I can stream my gameplay through my Xbox One, instead of, you know, not going out buying cables and adapters and stuff like that, you know, but actually stream straight through, you know, the Xbox itself. And, you know, leave a comment for us, let me know how I can do it. Because I know a lot of you streamers are, you know, using a PC. I'm using Xbox One. And I know there are ways of actually streaming from, you know, your game on the Xbox One without actually having, like, cables and adapters and, you know, add-ons to your Xbox. The only way I can think about doing it is using a camcorder, videoing it, and then uploading it. What I'm doing at the moment is, like, when I'm doing a gameplay, if I kill an animal and it's a good kill, then I hit the function where I can actually break out of the game and, like, save that recorded clip from, like, a minute up to 5 minutes. And once it's, like, saved and uploaded, I'm back on the game, you know, straight away. You see, I'm back on the game while it's actually saving and uploading. So, if anyone knows about how I can actually live stream this game, The Hunt and Call of the Wild, through my Xbox onto YouTube, then let me know in the comment, please. Right, cheers.